Hey guys, it's Blaze. We're back with another one. Today we are on another D&D story where I tell you all about a character I have made, their backstory, their life, everything about them, as much as I can, sharing with you the ideas I have made, and without further ado, let's get in the video. Alright guys, it's Blaze, and we're back with another one. Before I continue, I'm going to turn on my fan because I'm getting warm. Yeah, it is Blaze, and we're back. We're here with another D&D story. As you know, we are getting close to the end of this saga. And before I continue, I'm going to start the music. There's no real announcements I'm going to say. I will link Pandora's video because there are some announcements in that that you may want to hear. Some of you might. It's a bit, I would say, controversial, but it's fine. Anyways, we're here with Turg. Turg's an older character of mine I haven't used, just like Pandora. He doesn't really have a story to him, aside from the fact that one day... Actually, let me start this story over. And before I start that story, I'll get into the background and image later. The story starts with, I didn't always have the D&D books, because if y'all know from Madness's video, probably gonna have to link that one, and this video, and Pandora's, but, if you remember from Madness's video, I started out playing Homebrew, and not 5e, so my first few campaigns were Homebrew, like we made everything, the character sheets, everything. But when I started playing 5e, I was like, what? What the books? And I hadn't shared this yet with anyone, so now I'm sharing it. The first D&D book I got was actually the DM guide, and I thought it would help me set up my first few campaigns, and it didn't really help because it wasn't 5e. So I set it aside. When I started getting in 5e, I was like, you know what? I do need the books. So my trying to think. It was either the birthday I played that one shot or the one after that I got the books, because I got them for my birthday. When I mean the books, I mean I already had the DM guide. I think it was the one that I did the 5e one shot, because I may have had them before that one shot. If not, I had them a little after. I think it was the same year. But I'd already had the DM guide, so I wanted the player's handbook and monster manual. I hadn't had them until I made that. And when I finally got them, I didn't just get them. My family also got me a third book, which was Monsters of the Multiverse. And I'm so glad I got that book. It's probably one of my favorites out of the ones I have, because it's got more races. It's got so many races in it. And I would just kind of flip through it, reading and stuff, trying to get used to it, because I'd never played 5e. I didn't know anything about it. I wanted to know stuff. And then I saw the turtle, and I'm just like, dude, it's a freaking turtle race. I love turtles. Clearly, I love things like turtles. I mean, my mascot's a frog. You know how close my mascot was to being a turtle. It's like, it was real close. It was real close. But needless to say, I fell in love with the turtle. I wanted to make a character that was a turtle. So then Turg was made, because Turg is a turtle, which is why the image is there. I don't have a good image of Turg, because the man has almost nothing on his person. But when I think of Turg, I do think of kind of what the image looks like, in all honesty. Turg kind of looks like that. But yeah, I've never played a turtle, still to this day. But I have Turg, which is a turtle. Why I haven't played Turg? That is a wonderful question. Because I have no idea why I haven't. Because, in all honesty, when I play a campaign, everyone's like, why don't... I want to play this, and then we have no cleric or no healer, and I'm like, I'm going to play a cleric so I can be a healer. And Turg is also a cleric. Turg is a total cleric, and I'm like, not always, sometimes I play something else, and we don't always have a healer. But most of the time when we have a healer, it's me, or I'm the DM, one of the two. And I don't know why I haven't played Turg yet, because he's a healer. He is a flippin' healer, and I haven't played him yet. It's probably because of the way I wrote his backstory, because I realized he is the best backup character you could ever have. And that is probably why I have never played him. Because if I ever need a backup character because my character dies, he's the go-to. But it's never happened, so I haven't had to. But, yeah, I'll play him one day. He's a great character. I really don't know why I haven't played him yet. Especially when we're playing shorter campaigns. It's like, why haven't I played him yet? Really? Because I've had him for years. But, yeah, Turg is a total cleric, and before I continue, no, I don't have a last name for him, it's just Turg. I wish I had a better name for him. Turg is a great name that I fell in love with, so I'm glad we have the name Turg. I also don't have a character sheet for him, so before I continue, I don't have a character sheet for him. And, yeah, so now you know how I came up with Turg, and I don't have much to give to you except for a backstory. I hate to say his backstory is wicked short. This is probably going to be the shortest video I have made yet for the D&D saga, so I apologize. But needless to say, story goes, the man is a hermit. He is when I started using the background hermit. If I can't think of a background to use, I normally typically pick hermit. Now I will say a lot of the ones I've shared don't have hermit, but a lot of the ones I haven't shared that I probably won't, I've selected hermit. Because hermit's like my go-to. If I don't know what to choose, it's like, I'll just pretend he's the shy little guy. You know, he's a hermit. No, Turg takes hermit to another level. He is a hermit to the core. So, first of all, he is a Tempest cleric. Second of all, I do not remember what his god is. I know he has one. It's probably Zeus, but I don't remember. Why I say Zeus is because he's a Tempest cleric, and because he uses a lot of lightning spells. But aside from the lightning spells, it's a lot of healing spells. Turg is an herbalist of sorts. He lives in a cabin in the middle of nowhere, middle of the forest, which leads to the background. It's a cabin in the middle of nowhere in a forest, which is exactly where Turg lives. Now, he is known around as a little tail, kind of like the Loch Ness Monster, that he is a herbalist healer of sorts, that if you find his cabin, he will heal you for free and give you like one long rest stay, you know, one night stay and good healing for free. But yeah, Turg lives on his own in the forest in a cabin, and he does go out during the day and gets herbs and food and stuff. But that's really it. That is his backstory. It's like that's it. That's it. He lives in a cabin by himself, living off of berries and fish and stuff. As for his gear, he has a whole lot of nothing. If he was ever to play in a campaign, like, here's how it would go. The party stumbles upon his cabin, and they convince him to go with them. He does. What does he take with him? A little satchel with some herbs and stuff, and then a spear. And that is it. That is all the man would take. If it's not a spear, then it's a quarterstaff. That's all he's gonna take. And that's it. That's all the man will take with him. And that is why the image is like bare bones. Because he is bare bones. But yeah, it's like, I don't know how I'd start him off in a regular campaign. Maybe he decides to go to town for once. He stumbles upon a party. I don't know. But how he's the best backup character is, oh, my character dies. Suddenly I talk to the DM. The party stumbles into a forest and eventually stumbles upon a cabin. Who's in the cabin? Oh, it's Turg. Just like that, I have a new character. And legitimately, I know not every campaign takes place in a forest, but almost every world has a forest. So stumbling upon a cabin in a forest is one of the most likely things that you could ever do for a backup character. And Turg has done that. And it's just, that is why he's the greatest backup character. But yeah, that's it for Turg, really. I explained what he has, I explained his little story. That's it. I'm sorry, guys. I wish I had more. I told you this was going to be real short and sweet, and it is. This is all I got. But yeah, that's Turg for you. Anyways, hope you enjoyed Turg's story. And in tomorrow's video, we start the newer characters. We only have 4 left. I have the names of the 2 next ones. The 2 after that, though, I did not. So the next one, his name was previously Candias, and I'll explain that in the video, but his new name is Cypher Kane, or rather Cypher. So we'll talk about Cypher in the next one, and then the one after that is Talorus, which we'll explain next week, because this is Thursday. So Talorus will be on Monday. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Thank you all for watching. This is Blaze. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe this will inspire you to make your own D&D character, somewhat like what I have made, or something completely different. Maybe it just inspired you to play D&D. Whatever the case, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.